Hi, everybody. So I'm going to say a few things I wanted to say, first in English, then in Hebrew. So if you don't speak English and you speak Hebrew, wait till the end. So, about the pride. Do I support trans people? Absolutely. Do I support not only expensive but very cruel and probably problematic operations such as implanting fake boobs, taking hormones, becoming lifelong patient dependent on the medical professionals, and of course cutting off body parts and creating unnecessary body parts. I think it's more difficult if you are female to male because you basically take this piece of flesh and create something that is fake. So in a way, it's like giving a child a dummy or, a nookie, we call it. It's a fake nipple and it's for a while, a stage of transition, but you're not really transitioning. You're actually still the same person, but you look and appear to society differently. And I understand it's important for some people, and I can respect that. I can even respect the pronoun thing, although I find it a little bit oppressing to force people to state something that is confusing. Basically, some people are confusing. There's like a person with a deep voice and is like really tall and says, I'm a lady. It's a bit confusing for some people. And I myself had an incident where I went to the vet and I met a trans person wearing a dress, but the voice was a man, had a little bit of a beard, and it was very difficult. Just came out male pronoun because Hebrew has separate, it's more gender oriented than other languages like English. So it's hard to say you without female or male. So I really find it difficult. But I really support, there's a trans person who says it's not a good idea to get angry. I really feel bad for people that are different and are being oppressed and are being mocked and violent incidences. So absolutely no. But I really don't support the whole operation thing and hormone taking for anybody. I wouldn't do an operation if it wasn't life-threatening. And they say, yeah, it's life-threatening, but is it really? Is it? Can't you be trans? Can't you have an identity without doctors invading your body? Because I don't like doctors touching me, period. Now, as for the gay community, I support 100% anybody loving anyone. If you find anyone to love in this world, you got my support. God knows it's hard to find anyone to love. It doesn't matter the gender for me. For me to respect that. I myself never had that inclination, and I understand that it's something I don't understand, so I respect them. I don't respect the decision that I have to pay for my tax money for people to have IVF and all kinds of processes in order to have children. Because I do believe that it's like quite controversial. Yes, you want to have children, pay for it on your own. Pay for it on your own. It's expensive to raise a kid anyway. Why should the public health care that doesn't give even cancer patients and things like that money because they're so limited in budget, pay for somebody to have a child? And I have a problem with surrogacy system. I don't know about other women, but pregnancy is quite a psychological trip. There are very rare women who do it for the goodness of their heart, and that's amazing. But for the rest of them, if you're desperate and that's the only way you can make money to support your family, it's kind of sad. And I think, I've seen such amazing kids. I work with kids and I've seen amazing kids from gay families. But I really don't think I have to pay for it, Why should I pay for it for my tax money? Do it on your own, do a fund me, I don't care. So that's where I stand on the matter of LGBT. I think there should be limits to how much support they're given from the public health system that doesn't even give the majority of people any help. I can speak for myself. I really don't want to depend on doctors for anything. So, and public health service seems great, but then you realize that it doesn't pay for most of the problems you might have. and then to pay for a community. I don't know why you're a community. It shouldn't be a community. It should be just being human. So I think diversity and accepting other people is amazing. And I just think Tel Aviv overdid it, considering the fact that we live in a country where they can't get married and there's so many religious people. Here's like an example. So many religious people that take over and just dictate to us. Like I couldn't marry my husband because he's not Jewish. I couldn't marry my husband in my country where I was born and served in the army and everything. So I support that we stop this oppression by religious bigots. I support that. Everywhere, actually. I think it's horrible how religious institutions decide to take over politically and dictate to the majority what to do with their lives, how to live their lives. And in the name of what? Jesus? In the name of what? A loving God? Or in the name of Allah? It's ridiculous. It's political. It's nothing to do with spirituality. So I think religion should really be limited to the synagogue, church, or mosque. I don't think they should take over the lives of human beings. You could teach and educate people who come to you, but don't try to influence the lives of people who don't want to come to you. So that's what I have to say. I'm going to pray now. Yeah, as I cross the street. Most dangerous thing in Israel is the street. Now I'm going to say it in Hebrew. אני לחלוטין תומכת, אבל יש לי בעיה עם הניתוחים שהקופה הכללית אמורה לממן, מה גם שאני לא מסכימה עם הניתוחים. אני חושבת שאפשרי להיות טרנס בלי לעבור ניתוחים שאני לא חושבת שהם בריאים לאנשים, והם ממש מסכנים את החיים שלהם. אני חושבת שאם אתה מרגיש, בן אדם מרגיש שהוא המין השני, אז למה הוא צריך לעבור ניתוח? אני לא מבינה את זה. זה דבר שאני בחיים לא אבין. אני מאוד מבינה טרנסים, אני בעצמי מרגישה הרבה פעמים שאני לא יודעת מי אני, מה אני, מו אני אישה, באמת, אני אישה, יש לי קול כזה עמוק, אבל כאילו חייתי חיים מאוד סטנדרטיים של אישה, אז אני לא יודעת, לא מרדתי בקטע הזה. אבל למה לממן ניתוחים שהם גורמים לבן אדם להיות תלוי ברופאים כל החיים? זו שאלה. שאלה שנייה, למה אנחנו צריכים לממן מקופה ציבורית, פונדקאות וכל מיני פוריות? ועכשיו היה מקרה בבית חולים שגברים הומוסקסואלים רוצים חדר להתאוששות מלידה כשהם לא ילדו. כשנשים אין להם כזאת אפשרות. הפונדקאית שילדה אין לה את זה. אז באיזשהו מקום צריך לכבד את הנשים, גם הטרנסים וגם הגיי לא מכבדים נשים בקטע של הטרנסים חושבים שאישה זה איפור, לי אין כמעט בכלל איפור, ולהיראות נשית, וזה כזה מצחיק, כי בעצם הופכים את האישה לסטריאוטיפ של איזה פוסטמה, שיש לה שיער ארוך, מלא איפור, כל הזמן, כל וידאו של טרנס אני רואה בטיק-טוק, זה איפור. אם את אישה, למה את צריכה איפור? זה גם עולה המון כסף דרך אגב, איפור. הכל עולה המון כסף, הניתוחים האלה עולים המון כסף. ומצפים שהקופה הציבורית, שממומנת על ידי מיסים שבן אדם כמוני שבקושי מרוויח וצריך לשלם, למה שאנחנו נשלם לכם את הניתוחים שלכם? ולגבי הגייז, למה שאנחנו נממן לכם פונדקאות וכל הדברים? אתם בוחרים או לא בוחרים, נולדתם, אם אתם אומרים שזה מהטבע, אז מהטבע, בן אדם שהוא מהטבע ויש לו יכולת להפרות ביצית, הוא לא צריך טיפולי פוריות שהמדינה צריכה לממן. ואני יודעת שבישראל יש אנשים שיש להם סרטן ובקושי זוכים למימון. שלא לדבר על בעיות אחרות. יש לנו בריאות נפש קורסת ולא עוזרת לאנשים. אז פה יש לי את הבעיה. וזה חשוב להגיד. וגם החוקים של המדינה, שהדת משתלטת לגמרי ומכתיבה לרוב. ואנחנו צריכים לשנות את זה. זה מה שאנחנו צריכים לשנות. רוצים ילדים סבבה, ראיתי ילדים מדהימים. אבל זה בכל זאת תהליך מאוד קונטרוברסלי. אישה זה לא איזה חדר שסוחרים ללילה. אז שיהיה לכם פרייד נחמד, אבל תניחו את הדרישות שלכם מהרוב.